Well, I bought a truck. Van's back. Okay, I think I made out okay. A little nervous. It's a 91 Western Star that I picked up at a livestock equipment auction. Didn't even hear the thing run, but the price made me think it was worth it. I hit bid a couple of times. I ended up bringing it home. Got a 444 common straight 6 in it. 8-speed Eaton Fuller behind that. Appears to be Rockwell axles in the rear end. And I think I did okay because, I mean, she made it home. I had a brake locking up in the back, but here's what I know so far. Leaking a little bit of oil, as you can see in the video. My coolant reservoir appears to be leaking. It's not getting hot, it's not boiling over, but once it gets some pressure moving through there, it's dripping down on the valve cover and running down the back of the engine. So gotta address that. Adjusted the brake. Looks like the air can shot. It's not moving that rod like it should be. And then I also have a yoke off my front rear differential that is super sloppy. So I'm gonna take that off, run it down to a shop down the road that I've known forever. He's got some on hand. Think we can get that right off the shelf and get that replaced. Yeah, so let's get started. I've already been through greasing it, doing a little bit of the maintenance. I've been cleaning it up. I threw a new seat in it because that thing was shot. So now let's just keep plugging along so we can get this thing on the road, making us some money or sell it. I don't know. Okay, after repeated abuse on the U-joint, I finally broke down and bought a puller. So we're gonna go ahead and throw that puller in there so we can separate that U-joint, get that yoke off that differential, so we can see if it's worn or if it's just loose. Okay, nice rainy day outside, working on the dump truck. So perfect day to come inside and work on something. Our overflow tank, it's leaking, and it looks like somebody's maybe repaired it in the past. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of buffer down a little bit, and I'm gonna try my hand at some soldering and see if we can solder some of the cracks up in it. And I do have a little pressure test kit that I picked up too, so we'll stick that on there, pressure test it, try to find all our leaks and see if we can kind of fix it the right way. If that don't work, I don't really know where we're gonna find a replacement. Maybe throw some JB Weld quick fix on it. We'll see. All right, I was having a heck of a time trying to solder on that tank. I'm clearly a novice at it. So I just whipped up a little JB Weld goop and put that on there. That'll seal me up for now. And if it becomes a problem in the future, then we'll probably take this off and take it to maybe a repair shop, or like a radiator repair shop or something. But it's good enough for now. Oof. So while we're waiting on a weekday, we'll go take a couple of our dump truck parts down to the local guy down the street, have him take an extra look at them. Yoke, I don't think the yoke's bad. It came off super easy, so we might have got lucky. Might just be loose, but I did ruin my U-joint in the process of getting that yoke off. So I'll need at least a U-joint. I'll have him double check that yoke, make sure the yoke looks good. So in the meantime, I figured it's raining. We got the extra time. Let's pull the van in and see what we need to get it on the road. Because if you watch the cruise episode, we were gonna take it out around town, and then I realized, oh yeah, I got no lights, among other things. But biggest thing is we've got no lights at all. I've got no wipers at all. So let's dive into it, take a look, and see if it's just something simple. Maybe things have been unplugged. Maybe I've got some bad switches we can rob off the other van, but try to get this thing in a little bit better a shape so we can cruise it and take it downtown if we want to. So first place I'm gonna start is I'm just gonna pull the cluster out of the dash. It houses the light switch and the wiper switch. Stick a test light in there and see if we've got power going to it or not, and gonna go from there. Straight to the source. Okay, I think I just got a bad switch, so I'm pondering just going down and grabbing the one out of the other van. It actually kind of looks like it's new, and throwing it in here and seeing if that makes a difference. So I just ended up popping up the whole cluster and taking the whole thing with me. But like I was saying, this switch looks like it's in pretty good shape. I mean, all of them look like they're in roughly new or good shape. So anywho, we'll take the ones out of this one, throw them in ours, and see if that fixed our problem. Oh, we got lights. That's good. It seems like that doesn't. All right, we've got front marker lights, poser lights. I got one tail light that's out, could be just a bulb, but no turn signals, no dash lights so far. So not as easy as popping a switch in it, but gained us a little ground. Kind of a silly thing, but these black, or these rings being black, just drive me crazy. And rather than painting them white and having them look brand new on this old crummy van, I just stole the old ones off the other van. I'm gonna throw them on here. No more black eyes. There. All right, moving right along. Our heater core in this van, might have seen in the last video and the original video, started leaking, probably because it froze. The other one, I didn't notice any leaking when we drove it, so this is it. It even looks like the blower motor isn't all that old. It's got a Napa made in China sticker on it, so they must have replaced it at some point. Anyways, this box looks like it's in better shape too, so I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning this up a little bit, getting the doors to work on it again. And then, yeah, we'll end up making one good one out of two of them and put it back in the van. All in all, not too bad for a couple of days work. got the dump truck taken apart, so that's on its way to being back on the road. And then we even got the van back in and tinkered around on that. Got the heater working, the lights are working. So a couple of big ticket items, especially with that one leaking. It's got a ways to go. We're not done with it, obviously, but I think we're gonna be bringing it back into the lineup so we can get it into the shape that we want it to be. This summer, we have dreams of having the kids in it, playing in it, but that means we got to start turning on it. You know, it needs a new windshield. It's got some rust up in it. The interior, we'd like to kind of clean that up and start maybe laying some flooring, getting some ideas on patterns and designs that we think would be groovy in it. Leave a comment down below. Tell us what you guys think. We're thinking maybe kind of retro 60s, 70s vibe, but we'll see. But I think between the van and maybe even the Scout in the back, that those are gonna be two things we might start focusing on a little bit more just to get them in better running and driving shape, especially the Scout. It's a ways off. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you wanna see. As always, guys, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button, hit that like button. That way, if you're enjoying the videos, anytime we post a new video, you know about it, you're informed. Don't forget to follow us on social media. We do have an Instagram. That keeps a lot more of the stuff coming on. We try to keep you up to date with everything that we're doing, different projects, different stuff laying around. Make sure you follow us, guys. Keep coming back, keep watching. Thanks.